MKP, Comrade Des van Rooyen. They've just graduated him from weekend special to one night stand. I feel for that comrade. He's actually not a bad comrade. But why must he always be a victim? Ubaba Maebuya suspended the judge. The judge left the bench out of suspension. Utlatswa ka suspension le go MKP ha sa hlokomele. Andas. Ke tlhakantsuke. Ke mo ferefere lenyalong. Ka kwa ka MKP. A se suspension expulsion ke komkek. A ke tsebe.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to this episode. So, Des van Rooyen, immediately after he was elected, he's removed. Some say that he's a weekend special. Some called him a one-night stand because immediately after he was appointed by the deputy president of the FK Party, Judge John Hlophe, immediately when Jacob Zuma comes from Burkina Faso, as soon as Jacob Zuma lands, he hears this news that Colleen Makobele has been removed as the MK Party chief whip in parliament and was replaced by Des van Rooyen. And it seems like Jacob Zuma was not happy about this, as now the reports are saying that he even frowned in just hearing this news, and that decision that the deputy president took was just revoked. And Colin needed now to be put back as a chief whip, and John Hlophe was suspended by the party, in which he himself responded not being a happy man, saying that he rather resign from all his position and being the member of the MK Party. So now the truth of the matter is, the reality is what Jacob Zuma is doing. The system that Jacob Zuma is operating at is not working for the MK Party as a political party and as an organization that is national, is across the country. Because Jacob Zuma, he himself alone, he cannot deal with the millions of people who are supporting the MK Party, including thousands of the deployees of the MK Party, including the leaders that are working in parliament or even outside parliament. So the party cannot be controlled just by one man. I just say this, the MK Party, there's one solution for it, of how all their problems, all these divisions, all these infightings are going to be solved. That is one of the things that I want us to talk about later. But before we go and talk about their solution, let us start here. Let us be clear that the people who are fighting the MK Party are not the ground forces, people who are just supporting, who are members of the MK Party. We are talking here about the leaders of the MK Party. The leaders of the organizations are now fighting. We know when did the commencement of the displeasure of the deputy president John Hlophe begin. Immediately there was a loophole about his position. You remember that there was some rumors that were just saying that there's a high chance that the deputy president John Hlophe, even while Floyd was there, was still in the MK Party, could be removed. Even rumors had it that Jacob Zuma was even talking to Floyd Nkosazana to be his deputy. Already that is saying to John Hlophe, we are not important, we can replace you anytime, right? And John Hlophe is just put there in parliament. When he's put there in parliament, he does his work, and at some point there was a chief whip. You'll correct me if I'm wrong. He was the chief whip there in parliament. He was the leader there in parliament as the deputy president of the party. And there was a backlash between the camp of Duduzile Zuma and Nhlamulo Ndlela, in which they didn't want to take instructions from John Hlophe. That too, John felt as if now disrespected. So now he makes a decision solemnly, does not consult with anyone. Jacob Zuma is out, is in Burkina Faso, and he makes this decision of removing Colin Makhubele because rumor have it that they don't get along, because Colin also doesn't want to take instruction. So we don't know what Colin Makhubele did, but John Hlophe thought it appropriate to remove her from the position and to replace her with Des Van Rooyen, in which now he is called the one night stand, because as soon as he was elected to that post of being the chief whip of the MK party, Jacob Zuma, as soon as he was back and he landed there, as soon as he was told about what was transpiring in the MK party leadership in parliament, then that decision was revoked. And Des Van Rooyen was removed and Colin Makhubele was put back to be the chief whip of the MK party in parliament. On the other hand, when Jacob Zuma announced the arrival of Tony Yengeli, one of the ANC big wings, when Tony Yengeli was announced to be the second deputy president, it didn't sit well with John Hlophe. Already men felt as if he's not important to the party, to an extent that the men felt betrayed, because the rumor have it that there are people who say that John Hlophe was not happy about the appointment of Tony Yengeni as the second deputy president. The truth needs to be told. Jacob Zuma never trusted the likes of Dr. John Hlophe to be the deputy president, his deputy president. He never trusted him. Seems like Jacob Zuma only trusts his kiddas that he went to exile with, like the likes of Tony Yengeni. So, as a deputy president, he made his decisions, and now he's been accused to say that he didn't follow the party line, right? He didn't follow the constitution of the MK party. Then the MK party says that they will deal with him, he needs to be disciplined, and so forth and so forth. In which this has made a lot of the people, including the opposition, to accuse the MK party of saying that it's like there is a witch hunt just following the MK party. So interesting. The president has taken a decision to issue a precaution suspension to the party's deputy president and the leader of the MK party parliament caucus, Dr. John Hlophe, from both his leadership roles with immediate effect, pending a full investigations on his conduct. So you see that the deputy president of the MK party has been accused of some serious misconduct on his part. The decision is meant to affirm and send a strong message. This is what they alluded on the letter that they issued. And the principles of the collective leadership across all structures within the Umkhonto weSizwe party. Consequently, the decision taken by Dr. John Hlophe to remove Kader Colin Makhubele as an appointee, the leadership of Umkhonto weSizwe firmly remain united and committed to upholding the principles of discipline, accountability, and collective decision-making as enshrined in the party's constitution. The decision should be viewed as a demonstration of the party's unwavering commitment to internal party discipline and collective leadership. So, Makasela Mzobe said something interesting on the interview concerning this matter, and this is what he said here.
Good evening to you and the viewers at home. Certainly, I have to confirm that indeed the statement as released is accurate. President Zuma, after consulting with the officials, has decided to suspend the deputy president and the leader of the party in parliament following the changes that happened yesterday evening around the chief whip position. President Zuma wants to state that it was not an easy decision, it was difficult but very important to affirm the centrality of collective leadership and discipline within the ranks of Umkhonto weSizwe Party.
Yeah. What reasons did John Hlophe provide for the decision he made last night?
The statement does indicate that what was established was that it was not a collective leadership decision. As you know, that President Zuma was out of the country doing international work.
Yeah, sure, I get it. It wasn't a collective decision, but what were the reasons that John Hlophe advanced when he made the decision?
Will be better ventilated in the process articulated in the statement, that there will be an investigation where all parties will be given an opportunity.
So we remember that as soon as Desvan Rooyen was elected, the MK Party Women's League sent the message of support, issued out a letter in which now is reported that Mabel Khwekana, you'll forgive me if I'm butchering her name, the president of the Women's League of the MK Party, sent a letter of rebuke to Nhlamulo Ndlela. So now the MK Party Women's League president is fighting Nhlamulo Ndlela, spokesperson of Umkhonto weSizwe. A leaked letter from the MK Party Women's League, Nhlamulo Ndlela, has further exposed impulsion and enriched factionalism in the party. Now it is the Women's League president is fighting with Nhlamulo Ndlela. What is the solution in all of this? I think Jacob Zuma has mastered the art on how to run the organization. But the truth of the matter is that the organization as big as Umkhonto weSizwe cannot be run by just one man. Just one man making decisions for thousands or millions of people who are following the party can't be. Even when you try to run the business like that, you are running the business down. You need to grow as a human being and to have trust in other people that they can run your business to an extent that even if you are not there, the business can run without you. As long as the business needs you inside for it to survive, you don't have yet a stable business. As long as the MK Party needs Jacob Zuma for it to survive and to be the kingmaker in decision making, it means there is no political party or there is no organization. The only solution is one, because Jacob Zuma will grow tired and there are people who are influencing him, telling him wrong things and ending up taking decisions that will not build up the party but will just kill the trust from the masses, because a lot of people, especially in the MK Party, are so not happy, from going back to the likes of Floyd Shivambu, going back to the likes of others who were just dismissed in the party by just Jacob Zuma taking a stand and making decisions alone. So now the solution of the MK Party is this one. I know that through Ramaphosa's presidency, they felt as if that now, because the conference was bought, if the MK Party can have a conference, it will be bought, and by white monopoly capital, it will be bought and it will be controlled somewhere. But without the conference, there is no good organization, because it means that if the MK Party can open for conferences, it means that that one man's decision maker, even if that one person is a president, will not decide whatsoever that the person wants, because he's saying that everything must be reported to him and is the kingmaker when it comes to decision making. It means that there will be right structures and right leaders who are elected, who are voted by the masses on the ground. So it will not be Jacob Zuma bringing in his comrade Tony Yengeni, and there are some people in the MK Party, including the leaders, are not happy of the decision. Like, we can talk about Willie Simchun. There are also members who say that Willie Simchun was just parachuted and he never worked very hard for the MK party to be where it is in KZN. And there are some members on the ground who were never given the top positions or an opportunity for them, who supported the MK party financially and use their time and use dedication and everything, the commitment to the MK party, but they were sidelined. And they are not happy with the likes of Willis Mchunu, because the appointment of Willis Mchunu comes from Jacob Zuma himself alone, who made that decision. So seems like Jacob Zuma, as much as he is loved by his followers, but is not making decisions that will favor the party. So the organization entirely needs a conference, so that the people on the ground will elect and put candidates that they think that they will take that political party forward. They will need that, and to have that constituency, to have that structure of saying that Jacob Zuma must be stripping off of power, but the power must now go to the leaders collectively, so that they will make decisions best for the party. Because we don't know if Jacob Zuma is making these decisions because she's just whispering on his ear to get rid of others because they are disturbing them. We don't know. But if now the power can be taken back to the people, they let the people vote for their best candidate. Jacob Zuma must open it to say that vote for your best deputy president after me, right? And other positions like Secretary General, Treasurer, and so forth, so that this organization will move from what people are saying it is a Zuma Stokvel party, it is for Zuma and his children, and it will become the organization of the people. That is what I think the solution is so far. What's your take on this? Please leave your comment on the section below, because in the MK party it seems like everyone is just fighting now. Everyone is just not happy now. And I don't know what is Jacob Zuma's next plan. Please don't forget, you can press the super thanks button. You can please share the video. You can subscribe to this YouTube political channel. Remember that you'll be supporting us. You don't pay anything, baba. Not anything. Press that button until we meet on the next video. And out.